I got to say something real quick, okay? Howie Roseman is being very aggressive, and I have made a million videos on this that before the season ended, or when the season ended, and he had the press conference, Howie did the exact opposite. Never said he was going to be aggressive, but man, he is showing that he is trying to do as much as he possibly can. Obviously trying to trade for Calvin Ridley, and now having major interest in defensive end Chandler Jones. That is coming off a Pro Bowl year, 10.5 sacks. I think he had 5 sacks the first game against the Titans, and then he had 5 sacks the rest of the year. Okay, Chandler Jones is old, okay, and he is going to get paid a lot of money. A lot. I don't know what they're going to do here. Like, you would think that Howie Roseman's going to sign like a rotational, like Ryan Kerrigan type, low risk, high reward type signing. But Chandler Jones is the best as you can get right now. All I am is, really worried about with Chandler Jones is staying healthy, especially with this team, okay? Because, you pay a guy a lot of money at 32 years old, that's very risky, but I like the risk, okay? Doesn't mean that I want this player that badly, but is he an upgrade? Oh, 100%. I mean, I think just by Chandler Jones coming here, playing next to Javon Hargrave and playing next to Fletcher Cox, I think, it might intrigue him to come here because really at the end of the day, it is up to him. He would probably be right next to Javon Hargrave with Brandon Graham right next to, Fletcher Cox, obviously. This defensive line needs a lot of help. The only positive thing I took out of the press conference at the end of the year was Howie pretty much saying that, pass rush, getting to the quarterback is our top priority. And let me tell you something. Chandler Jones, forget the sack numbers. I don't even care about his sack numbers. I care about pressures. This guy could give pressure. He is a pressure machine. And just imagine how much this move would free up the middle pass rush with Javon Hargrave or Fletcher Cox, depending on what side he is on. You could move Chandler Jones around the field if you want. I mean, you could do whatever you want with him. But he's old, and he could probably still play. It's a huge risk. But I would rather the Eagles take a chance on something risky than not risk anything at all. Because at the end of the day, I'm tired of Howie playing the safe game, trying to rent. Just think about it. Besides getting Golden Tate in that third-round pick in 2019, I want to see an aggressive signing, an aggressive trade, something that's going to at least give a spark to a position group. Chandler Jones isn't a long-term answer, obviously. It's going to definitely help the pass rush. You know what I mean? Like, I haven't seen Howie do this type of move in a while, okay, for an older player that is coming off a Pro Bowl year. Okay, besides obviously big play Slay, that's a different story. I mean, he's a top 5 corner in the league, and we had to make that deal. I think that those past 2 seasons we were trying to make that deal as well. But Chandler Jones is not going to upset you if he stays healthy, which he is healthy. But I always have you sign a 32-year-old defensive end, 32 years old. Okay, we're not talking. He ain't no spring chicken. He ain't 25, all coming off his rookie contract. Okay. This is an older guy that, I'm going to guess if you sign him, you're not going to work him like crazy this offseason, even in preseason. You're going to let this guy rest as much as possible. This way you could, he's more, durable, during the season. And I think is definitely a huge upgrade, okay? I like the risky moves like this. I like the risk. You know what I mean? Of course, I don't want to do it because he's just an old defensive end. That's why I think the Eagles are just going to double dip here. They're going to literally going to get a defensive end in free agency or trade, and they're going to go into this draft and they're going to get another defensive end regardless. Okay, they're going to double down on defensive line. There's no doubt about it because you know what? The heart and soul of this defense is the defensive line. Depending on how these cornerbacks play, all depends on this defensive line. The coverage and the pass rush is hand in hand. And obviously what Jonathan Gannon wants to do with this defense, he doesn't have the right players for it right now. You don't even blitz on top of it. No pass rush for 4 guys. You got a problem. But Chandler Jones will fix all of that. But it's just the money situation. It's just the money. Like, how much is he going to want? And somebody in the comment section will definitely find a contract or find what the contract is probably going to be like, but depend on his numbers. He's coming off a double-digit sack season, over 38. I mean, he's got so many pressures. I mean, he gets in the backfield. He's got a good bend around the edge. Yeah, it's dangerous. And then you could exploit what Javon Hargrave could do, and we know that Javon Hargrave is really the best defensive lineman on this team right now. I think he's better than Fletch right now. I think he's been playing better. And, obviously, it just depends on who they're double teaming, and every, matchup is different every week. But it's going to free up these defensive tackles, and that's what we need very badly. And, to bring in a guy like Chandler Jones is going to mentor some of the younger guys like Josh Sweat. They got a new contract, and just maybe, teach these guys something. Who knows? Whoever we add to this defensive line for the future. But I got to say, it's a move that I don't mind, but it's going to cost a lot of money. Like, if he was cheap, I wouldn't care, but he's not going to be because he had a 10.5 sack season, and he was a Pro Bowler. I mean, everything adds up money-wise on statistics of what this player did the year before. So you're paying off of anticipation. You're paying off ceiling of what this guy did and how much more he is going to put into your franchise. So, like I said, Chandler Jones isn't a long-term answer, but all I could say is this. Take the Chandler Jones interest out of it. I like that Howie is just being very aggressive, and I think we can all agree on that. I like seeing that Howie Roseman because Howie Roseman is dangerous when he is aggressive. Okay, this team will not get fleeced while he is aggressive. This man will make good trades. This man will make good signings. The draft is a different story. I'm talking about just free agency. Okay, the draft is a totally different ballgame when it's Howie Roseman. But I got to say, I like this, but he's just going to cost a lot. I mean, it's going to be a lot of money. I mean, he doesn't want to be the highest paid defensive end, but this man is going to get more than a mid-tier contract. It's just what it's going to be. So let me know in the comment section what you guys think about Chandler Jones coming to the Eagles and the Eagles having the interest that they do. Let me know, and I'll see you guys later. SHAKESQUAD up, follow us. Peace out, guys. Peace.